As you probably have heard me say many times before, the secret behind great looking cinematic footage is to keep it smooth and avoid rapid movements. And with the Mavic 2 Pro, this is no different. The standard parameters are set way too fast. In this video, I want to show you the best gimbal settings to obtain these cinematic moves. Also, I've included a few samples that will show you how it looks on a final video. If you're new around here, I'm Henrik Olsen, and if you want to improve your drone skills and learn about e-wheels, then consider subscribing to my weekly tips, tests and tutorials. Tilting the gimbal as part of your recordings is almost unavoidable if you want to make some great looking footage that stand out from the crowd. The key to make it look good is to reduce the speed of the gimbal and at the same time manipulate the way that the gimbal starts and stops. And to do that, DJI has included some parameters in the DJI Go 4 app that will allow us to change that. Let me show you where you can find them in the DJI Go 4 app. The way that you access the parameters to modify the gimbal settings is under the three dots in the upper right corner. If you press those, you need to press the camera icon and then advanced settings. And here you have the three parameters that will allow us to manipulate the settings. And if we take a look at how it looks default, you would notice that the movement is way too harsh and it stops pretty. This doesn't look good, so we need to change that. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to reduce the speed of the gimbal. So let's try and reduce that to 10. You can find adjusted on the plus minus keys. From experience, 10 is a pretty nice place to be. So this will give you a nice calm motion. As you can see, it still stops very harsh. So that's the next parameter that we're gonna change. And that is the gimbal pitch smoothness. And from experience, something like 25 works pretty nice. So if I put it there and check it again, see what happens now. Now you can see it stops very nice and soft. And even after I release the button, it will continue to move and soften out that stop and start. So if I go here and I release the button now, you see that it still continues to move and it will smoothen out the motion very nicely. It looks very nice when you're out flying, when it stops smooth like that. Let me just show you the effect of this enable upwards gimbal tilt limit to 30 degrees. If I take that one away, then what will happen is I'm not allowed to tilt the camera above the horizon. So if I try that now, you will see that it will stop. So it will stop very hard there. So I don't recommend having that one enabled. So if I enable the upward tilt to 30 degrees, you can see that it continues. So I can just go up, way up here. That will allow you to create some pretty interesting shots, I would assume, if you're flying below objects. But that's not the most important reason for this. The most important reason is that if you want to smoothen out the movement towards level, then you can do it like that and it won't stop so harsh as it did before. So this would be my recommendation. The maximum gimbal pitch speed 10, gimbal pitch smoothness for 25, and finally keep the gimbal upwards tilt limit to 30 degrees enabled. Let me just show you a few examples how the sweet gimbal loving looks like. That would be my recommendation for the best gimbal settings that you can start out with. At least that's a good starting point for you and you can adjust it to your personal preference. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, then press the like button below. If you didn't, then feel free to press the dislike button twice. Thank you for watching and see you on the next one.